Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and this is Lanikia Help. This is a channel dedicated to working from home. We offer you work from home jobs that are legit work from home jobs. If you've worked for the company, you get in the comments, tell us how you feel about them. All I ask is that you be respectful, and please remember to always do your own research because we could recommend jobs for you or I could recommend jobs for you, but it's up to you to vet these jobs for yourself to see if this is something that you want to look into. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. But before I do, let me do this. Marquita, Kanita, Kim, Ethel, Donna, shout out to you guys. Nippy, R. Tidwell, and Team Money. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. I know there are other people who have subscribed to the channel as well, but I can't see it because you don't have, you know, how you can put your subscription on where, you know, it can be public or not. Well, you're not public, but that's okay because I don't think I'm a public on mine either. But thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. We're already at 26 subscribers, so thank you guys. Okay, so if you know me from my other channel, then you know that I used to work for this company called Vera Fast. Now, the reason I bring this up is because I'm seeing this company a lot in my um, on reviews and everything, and people are still asking questions about this company. So I'm just going to give you my experience. Now, this is just my experience. You take it how you want to. I haven't worked for the company personally in years. I try to do a little research, but it looks like they're still paying the way they were paying just because from my reviews, the research that I've done. Now, it could be different. And if you have different, please let us know in the comments. But when I applied for VeriFast, it was very simple to get hired with them. So you apply. They do say it takes about 2 weeks. And I think that is about true. It takes about a week or two for them to hit you back. But once they do, they ask you basic questions. They do get you on the phone and do a phone interview. And you pretty much get hired on the spot. Or at least that's how it was when I was there. And so once I got hired, they get on your computer because they download all this stuff on your computer. Now, again, this is a few years ago. They might have changed things, but from what I was reading, it's pretty much the same. So they do a few things on your computer and everything. Now, keep in mind, this is a commission-based job. This is not hourly pay. This is not even pay by the minute. This is a commission-based job. So you get paid based on your production. Now at the time, child, I was like, I didn't know what that really meant, and so I was like, okay, but because they sell you on, but don't worry about that because everyone here, they're making, in the high teens, and I was like, okay, then, we'll give it a try because I did have another job going at the time. So I was like, this is just some extra. Y'all know I'm always having about 2 or 3 jobs going on at one time because listen, when you're working from home, you need a main job and then you need some other jobs just in case something happened with that main job. Okay. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. So I should have known, this is just me personally. When I was talking to the woman on the phone, she went into details about her personal life. And I was like, wow, like it's a lot. But I said, okay, maybe she, listen, I'm that type of person. Well, I will be sitting down, enjoying my day out and about, and just sitting down, maybe at Starbucks on the patio, drinking a cup of coffee, not coffee, drinking a refresher or tea or something like that. And I'll just be enjoying my day. And I will literally have people sit down and spill their life story to me. I've always been like that, even as a young girl. I was like people would just sit down and just spill. So on one hand, that should have been a red flag for me. But on another hand, it was, but it wasn't because I'm just used to people doing that. Does that make sense? I don't know. But anyways, so she tells me all this and she says, oh, this one girl, she left us a bad review or whatever. And I went and I replied to her review. Red flag number 2, like I was in a bad relationship with this company and didn't even know it. Like I was in a bad relationship, didn't know it. But okay, but here we go, because you know. And so I was like, okay. And so I start working and everything, right? And they're like, well, if you hit this number, then that should be this. Now, I'm not going to lie on them. The work was easy. It was extremely easy. The only problem is they would run out of work sometimes. So they would run out of work, but otherwise the work was extremely easy. So I'm working and everything, and I'm doing a great day. Like, they're telling me, oh, you're doing such a great job. I'm hitting the numbers that I needed to hit and everything. And I was like, okay. And the checks were coming every Friday. Now, they don't set up direct deposit. They say, oh, we're going to wait to set up direct deposit. But I honestly, now this is what they said, but I personally believe, and it's just my belief, it's just my belief, that they don't set up direct deposit immediately for you and they mail the check out, because they realize that people will quit. And so that's just my belief. So they're going to make you wait for a mail check. But anyways, so I was working and everything, and it was cool. They say, if you agree to work this shift, then that we need you to work that shift. And I understand that. But then I started noticing that wasn't always the case. You pretty much, when there was hours, you were able to log in and work. So I got a check and I was like, oh, okay, it's less than what I was thinking. But okay, because it's commission based, there's no real way to judge it. And so the next check, I was like, okay, so this week I'm just going to focus and I'm going to hit all the numbers, because the first week, okay, I'm at it. So then the next week, I focus and I'm hitting. I'm like, I know my check is going to be amazing, right? Because I was like, I did it. I did it this week. And I got the check. And although it was more than the last week, I was like, this is not sitting right with me. So I reach out and I'm like, hey, this is less than I was expecting. And they were like, oh no, don't worry. The more you do it, the more you will make and all that. So I work it for about 2 more weeks. And I even have my sister, she comes and works. She also has a work from home channel, KD. I'll put that in the description. But she worked it too. And she was like, hey, she was like, these checks are smaller than what if I'm calculating this right, because they tell you how, if I'm calculating this right, this is a little smaller. And so I really went to reviewing, and I saw most people were saying the same things, that the pay was not that great and everything. So um I think what happened was I just didn't work the next time. And then they sent me an email and they were like, we really want you to work or whatever. I had 3 people and it was through Hangouts or whatever. But they sent me an email, and the one girl that I really never talked to, she was like, we really want you to work and do things. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I missed that week, so I just figured, because most jobs will get rid of you. And she was like, and then the woman that had trained me, that I thought was like kind of unprofessional, she sent me back and was like, no, redeem yourself and all this. And I was like, redeem myself for this little pay or whatever, because I can't remember the exact mentions, y'all. Again, this was years ago. But I replied back and I was like, I'm not feeling the need to redeem anything, because I don't even think it was, I don't even think it was like $200. It might have been 100, and I was like, I don't feel the need to redeem myself for $100 or whatever. And so I did a review, and you could go to my other channel and find that review. I might link it into this video. But I did a review and everything, just saying my experience, and you'll have better details because it's been so many years. I can't remember, but I just told them this was my experience with VeriFast or whatever. You can take this job if you would like to. And lo and behold, in my comments, here they come. The people, the managers that, I worked with at VeriFast. And they're like, oh no, you did this, and you didn't work your hours. And I'm like, I have the emails. I don't know if I still have them, but I was like, I have the emails showing that I did work the hours, and do not contact me again, stop. And they were just emailing me and hitting me up in Google chats and on my YouTube page. And I was like, this is borderline harass. Y'all are harassing me. Now, anybody who knows me in my personal life know that I am a nice person, but I'm also not that one. So I was like, do not, I sent them an email and I was like, do not contact me again. But I think I was being nice, but I might have been a little snippy. I probably was a little snippy. I probably was, but they never contacted me again after that. So I don't remember what I sent in that email. I probably should go look that up. But I remember the gist of the email was like, I'm not that one. Do not contact me again. I remember it being something along that nature. But that was my experience with VeraFast. I was like, it's okay if someone says that, hey, the job isn't for me. Because I even put I think in the video, like, it's not for me, but it might be for somebody else. Somebody else might do really well and they love the job, but it just wasn't for me. I need security in that. If I'm going to work so many hours, I need to be compensated correctly for it. And so a commission based job, it's just not for me. I don't know if they're still commission based. So you can apply and whatever, and they'll let you know if you decide that this may be something that you want to do. I'm just giving you my experience with the company. And like I always tell you, you guys, to be respectful. I'm trying to be respectful when talking about this company. Even with the managers who I felt like, I'm like, this is borderline harassment. Even with that, I still didn't go in the way I could have. I didn't go in the way I could have on them and how they represent the company. But I didn't. I didn't. You know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But anyways, that was my VeraFast job, guys, and I don't know. Maybe you guys want to try it out. If you do, let me know if they've changed. Maybe they've changed because I know at one point when before my sister quit, they were like telling her, "Oh, we're gonna go to hourly pay," but I don't think they ever did, and that's one of the reasons she quit because she was like, "You can't promise me hourly pay, and you never did, you never went to it." But that was a few years ago. It was like this has got to be like 4 or 5 years ago, guys. Um, yeah, it's got to be no, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, not 4 or 5, but 3 or 4 years ago. This has been so. Anyways, you can tell me what you think. Have you worked for this company? Have you heard about this company? Do you think you might try it? A commission based job? Let me know what you think. And that is the video. I will see you guys probably tomorrow because I really want to try to build this channel up. So if you're watching, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Put on your notifications. This channel is dedicated to nothing but work from home reviews and different jobs that are hiring. It's dedicated to only work from home. Let me know if y'all want like someone to come in and do like resumes, talk about taxes. I did have someone come in on my other channel and talk about taxes. But if you want someone to come in and talk about resumes, talk about all the different equipment you need to work from home, just in general, what it's like. Let me know if you want that as well. All right, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Happy Mother's Day to the ladies out there that are mothers, whether however you are a mother. Happy Mother's Day to you. And all right, guys. See you on the next video and be blessed.